Welcome to DCTV. I'm Simon Prendergast, bringing you the news on campus and beyond for Thursday, April 13th, 2023. The Durham police have arrested two people for fraud. Last Wednesday, April 5th, the Durham police received a call from an insurance company on West Road South and Charles Street in Ajax. The employee who called told police that four men were attempting to renew a counterfeit check with another counterfeit check. But before officers arrived at the insurance office, two men fled this area. When the police routine, the other two men were arrested. One of the suspects was on an undertaking. 40-year-old Adnan Nawaz has been charged with 40 offenses, including possession of a forged passport and attempted fraud over $5,000. He is held for a bail hearing. Several Durham residents are included as suspects charged in a long-running gun smuggling investigation. 9 Durham region residents local to Whitby, Pickering, and Ajax are part of over 40 other suspects facing charges following an investigation in which the Toronto police seized an arsenal of illegal firearms. The Durham police worked alongside the OP, the Canadian Border Services Agency, and the United States Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives. This joint investigation led to 422 charges against 42 suspects, seizures of several guns, ammunition, body armor, and drugs, as well as $180,000 in cash. Coming up next, we go over to covering a story about the final season here at Durham College.
It's currently exam season here at Durham College, and students are scrambling to get any unfinished assignments done and handed in. Along with that, we have students studying for exams in all hours of the day, as well as finishing up any big assignments that have been given. We talked to a Durham College student to see how he's handling his workload.
It's been busy, lots of work, but kind of glad it's going to be over. I don't want to be inside. I want to go outside and do things, but have to study and get ready for my exams. All the big assignments are basically done. One left, but I have a couple exams and then one big assignment left. Excited for the summer to start, though.
It is understandable how this weather can be making students lose motivation, but they just need to stick through it as the end is in sight. We wish all you students the best of luck on your assignments. For DCTV News, Jenna Hogg.
Next up, we have another story in Owen on gun violence awareness after a shooting at local high school.
Gun violence is overtaking schools at an alarming rate. In 2023, there were 14 school shootings, and in 2022, there were 51 in the U.S. alone. In 2022, Canada suffered 4 school shootings. On March 31st, 2023, a 16-year-old male brought a replica firearm into St. Mary's Catholic School. Police were called and rushed over to the school within five minutes. 16-year-old was quickly apprehended and placed into custody. The student now faces charges, including possession of a weapon dangerous to public peace. Today, I'm going around campus asking students how safe they feel with the growing gun violence issue.
There is a lot of guns in the neighborhood I'm living now.
Well, it's a problem that needs to be solved. I don't think the government is doing enough to actually be putting into this.
I say it's a good thing because, again, we do have to think about the future and to know that it would reduce the chances of like gun violence in general and shootings in schools. I say it's a good thing. So I'm for it.
After talking to a few people today, it is reassuring to see that all think that gun violence is a major issue and should be addressed. For DCTV News, I'm Owen Ludden.
Amen.
For those big fans, without a doubt, a new app is coming to Durham. Starting May 1st, the boat-sharing app known as Scurry will be making its debut at several GTA locations. The app is allow members to do the service, allowing for the experience without having to store it. Members will be able to rent about 10 new spots around Lake Ontario. This service is set to be experienced and newcomers, offering for those new to boating. This opens May 1st this year.
Inflation. Currently in Canada, especially in Durham College, we are seeing a lot of people be affected greatly by rising prices. I've come to college to ask fellow students, inflation has affected their lives.
It'd be nicer to have, not $4 yogurt. you know, the yogurt that I used was like $2.67, and now it's like $4.13 because of inflation. It'd be nice to go back to 2 cents inflation a year, and the fact that always raise minimum wage doesn't help because it's just an excuse to prices for everything. That's in my opinion.
So like I came Canada in like before 1.5 years, and it's like cheaper at that time, and after if like I'm talking about this particular time right now, it's very costly in Oshawa and all over. Inflation is like crazy right now. Everything is getting costly and out of budget. I think that's very particular about that.
A fellow student of Durham College, I too have been affected by inflation. As a fellow tip to survive these troubling times, I recommend everyone to start saving their money. We can overcome this. From DCV News, I'm Sean Bengayan. Off to you guys at the room.
Something a little funny from the city of LA. The former California governor, mostly known for his acting role as the Terminator, Arnold Schwarzenegger, has been fed up with the pothole that was disrupting traffic and decided to do something about it. Using asphalt, Arnold had filled the pothole seen on video being thanked by drivers using the road. Unfortunately, this one good deed doesn't go unpunished. It turns out the pothole was actually an important gas trench. Coming up next, Ronnie with a story about the open house that was held here at college.
The Durham Spring Open House was a huge success this year with a record turnout of over 2,000 visitors. On Saturday 1st, both the Whitby and Oshawa Durham College campuses held their annual Spring Open House that had a record turnout of over 2,000 people. The open house consisted of multiple different activities, such as the tours around the school in multiple different departments. The tours were with students who could answer any questions you may have. Along as with the tours, you would be visiting recreation buildings, the gyms, libraries, and what else you could find around campus. For the first time, Durham College had a bus tour, which could take you to the Collaborative Education Center or the ICE Center.
First time on campus today, open house. The director was very helpful today teaching me how to get all around the school. It's a very safe place, and I'm not really directions, but it's definitely on my list of top places to go. Probably top 3.
The demonstrations by students and staff on how to apply for college, along with even more engaging demonstrations from the fire program and the cosmetic engineering program. The president of the college, Don Love, was in attendance, along with Executive Dean Rebecca Milburn. All in all, it was a great open house, and we all hope to see some familiar faces come September. For DCTV News, I'm Ronnie Watkinson.
We'll be right back after this important public service announcement brought to you by Byron and Savant. that's our wrap up for the news that we have today. Next up, we head over to Anthony, bringing you the hottest highlights in the world of sports.
Thanks. The fun of the double IHF Women's World Championship begin today, with Team Canada taking on Sweden. Sweden is playing great so far, which is being hosted in Hampton. The team has won all 4 of the preliminary games, including a 4-3 win over their main rival, the United States. Sarah Fillet was a top scorer preliminary round with the 4 goals and 7 points in the first 4 games. Marie-Philippe Poulin, Sarah, and Blaine Turnbull have also had impressive performances. It is hoping for a P victory after winning gold the last 2 years. The shooting game started today at 5 p.m. and is currently on. The Raptors lost to the Chicago Bulls last night with a final score of 109-105 and eliminating them from the NBA playoff contention. Despite fourth quarter 12-point lead, Toronto failed to get a win, largely because of disappointing free throw performance. They made 18 of 36 shots from the line. Most of the team has missed since 1997. While the Raptors were outplayed the Bulls, spectators also some of the credit to the 10-year-old daughter of Chicago star player DeMar DeRozan. Dyer DeRozan screamed loudly whenever Toronto was on the free throw line, leading to Dubber for honorary MVP. Next, Bevananya report on the woman cross at Vassal's Field.
Here at Vassal's Field, near Durham College, there's currently a game pros going on. There are high school teams from all over Durham region. There are team members here, and with the pleasant weather right now, I'm pretty sure it's fun to play outside. Many people here are watching their friends or family members play. The Vassal's Field has already hosted a number of provincial and national events, including the 2019 Women's Lacrosse Championship and 2019 Men's Soccer National Championship. The facility serves as the home venue for Durham's men and women's soccer. And it also serves additional practice space for the men's and women's rugby teams. Right now, as I said, there's a women's lacrosse game on here. Let's see what one of the team members has to say about the game and their schedule for their upcoming matches.
Some of the players, how it's going and how the tournament is going, and a little bit of the schedule as well. Let's see what they have to say.
I play with Donald Daylin. We have a tournament here today for high school lacrosse. This is just a one-day thing. We play 4 games. We've played Holy Cross so far and Halton High School. We're back here next Wednesday, the following Wednesday, for our actual regular season games, and then back here late May for Wausau.
You can come here at Vassal's Field, right next to the Durham College, where you can catch the teams playing live next Wednesday. And we wish them the best of luck for their next tournament. For DCTV, I'm Ananya Gupta reporting from Osh.
This week in the UEFA Champions, Manchester City jumped Bayern Munich with a score of nothing. And Benfica Lisbon fell to 2-0 to Inter Milan on Tuesday. AC Milan beat Napoli 1-0 and Real Madrid defeated Chelsea 2-0. Next week, Chelsea Real Madrid for the second, and AC Milan and Napoli on Tuesday. Inter Milan is taking on Benfica Lisbon at home, and Bayern Munich looks to try against Manchester City at the Allianz Arena on Wednesday. The Maple Leafs take on the New York Rangers tonight at 7 for their last regular season game before they face the Tampa Bay Lightning in the first round of the NHL playoffs. The Maple Leafs are coming off a 4-3 win on Tuesday against the Lightning. The NHL playoffs start on Monday, April 17th. Mitch Marner is trying to reach 100 points in regular season play, but those are most likely going to rest their star players. Now, we have the story about how students are balancing sports and their studies.
As the NFL playoffs are set to begin early next week, young fans will be eager to throw on their jerseys and cheer for their favorite team on their way to a Stanley Cup championship. But for students, exams are fast approaching, and it's important they manage their time well as they finish school year. I spoke to DC student Anthony to see how he was figured out.
I'm cheering for the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm really looking forward to the playoffs. When this year they can really get past the first round. The way I balance my schoolwork and watching the Maple Leafs in the playoffs and NHL hockey is by during dinner time is usually when the Leafs play around 7 o'clock. So I'll do my homework in the day or I'll do after the game. But when the Leafs are playing, I gotta focus and focus on the Leaf.
Now, procrastination is a huge issue this time of year, especially with the warm weather, televised sports. It's easy for students to focus. It's good to see that everyone recognizes that work comes before play every time. From Oshawa, for DCTV, I'm Liam Stan.
That's our wrap up on sports. Next up, let's hear from Colin, the latest in the world of entertainment.
Thank you, Anthony. Opening up today's entertainment news, Celine Dion has just released a new song titled Love Again. The song comes after Celine's acting debut and her first song since her neurological disorder diagnosis. Her career on after she had to cancel tour dates. She said she had muscle spasms. Celine is set to appear as a supporting role in a romantic comedy titled Love Again. She also released five songs to be used for the film. Love Again is set to theaters on May 12th. In other news, British Columbia artist and University of Victoria professor Kelly Richardson had her artwork featured in a music video from Metallica's song 72 Seasons. Richardson, who grew up as a Metallica fan, said her work was a debris of crystal and diamonds. She got the illustration idea from the extinction crisis that we are currently in the midst of. Kelly says she is also excited for her son, who is also a Metallica fan, and inspire him and students. Horror fans, new Scream movie came on March 10th, 2023. A lot of fans were blown away by they said it had a strong plot and expands upon the development of brand new characters that were introduced in the last film, Scream 5, also known as Scream. Most people know actress Jenna Ortega in this movie as an up-and-coming actress, as well as the star of the Wednesday Netflix series. Next up, we have Susan reporting an event that
Day after college at the Center for Collaborative Education, an event held for students looking to start small businesses. We have a print from the program here to tell a little bit more about the.
It's an event called Entrepalooza. It's put on by our second-year entrepreneurship students, where, as you can see, around they have their trade show here with the products that they've been working with. Had a panel of SI business people that spoke to give tips for graduate students that are looking to start business one day.
There were many booths set up by different college students. I'm here with a student whose small business, Shay Shimmer, is up for people to check.
So I'm actually part of the small business and entrepreneurship program here at college. Essentially, what I want to do is come shea butter that I'm using with fun scents that are sensitive friendly also people can enjoy. It's been a difficult process. I do everything myself from the packaging, formulation, and everything. But with the essence of the program and all this that we've learned, so they can find us on Instagram at Shay Shimmers.
Now the entrepreneur student chance to show off some of their ideas for their small businesses. And they chance to learn a little bit more about what it takes to start a small business themselves. I'm with DCT TV. Back to the newsroom.
A Florida artist named Wave released a new song 2 weeks ago called Fight the Feeling. Fans said it was a nice change compared to his other music. It was way more up in the song, and it also had a much faster pace, which is a nice change. The song had 17.44 million US streams within the first week. It was number 2 on the hip charts as well. Fight the Feeling also hit Billboard Top 100 after 2 years. The music video song got released a day later and is currently 7 million views already. And that's all the news we have for your entertainment. Now, let's over to our 5-day weather forecast. Today we saw a high of 26 with a low of 7, and tomorrow we're going to see a high of 25 going down to 11. Saturday, a mix of sun and cloud with a high of 23 and a low of 10. And then 21, chance of showers with 21 and a low of 7. However, summer weather is unfortunately not here to stay, as we have high of 9 and a low of 1 with pants of snow. Gotta love that Canadian. All right, let's head it back over to Simon, who's going to close off our show. Take it away, Simon.
Thanks, Colin. That has been your news on campus and beyond. Make sure to check us out on Twitter at DC Broadcasting, or check out our website at dctv.ca. Thanks everyone for watching, and have a good